that you already gather it from the website.
Okay, I mean, you may use some AI apps in order to analyze, the CVs, great, the curriculum visas that you get from, candidates.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, great, that's really amazing. It can give you a brief summary because sometimes you find the CVs very long, right, and you can decide, right? So. Okay, so do you believe me that, or do you agree with me that AI in this situation, it helps you take and make your decision?
It depends, really. It depends on how you input the data with AI application.
Right.
It's been on the way. How to use it, how to give him the orders.
Okay, this really raises a lot of questions and debatable issues when it comes to AI in relevant to recruitment. You know what it means to be hired? This is something very important for the candidates. But if the candidate, knows that you're using AI, something that people may not trust. And don't you think that there are some risks, like just rejecting some good and excellent candidates, for instance, because of some misunderstanding by AI or something like that?
I think there is an application tracking system, AI. You can help you to give you a summary and match with the CVs. There is a frame for CVs for you. The candidate should submit CV through this frame.
Right. Yes. Right. Okay. So, could we say therefore that you and the company and the department, HR department, trust some AI apps?
I think, we can trust AI application, but they help you to take decision. Not take decision behalf of you.
Oh yeah, right. You are using it just as an assistant tool, as a tool that can help, not can replace as make the decision, right? But
because AI can still the healing, the attitude.
Oh yes. Yeah. Very, very important point, actually. Right? I mean, there are some aspects that AI cannot deal with. What are some of those aspects? This is the thing that I want to learn more about, because you as an HR manager sometimes, or when talking about the recruiters, you are facing the candidates. You are listening from the candidate, not just analyzing CVs or something written on CV. So what are some of the aspects which are very important when it comes to the recruitment process?
Again, please?
Yeah, what are some of the aspects that are very important when it comes to the recruitment process, which AI may not, perform very well, or may not take into consideration?
I think
you talked about attitudes, for instance.
Yeah.
Can you explain, elaborate more on this idea?
How can AI analyze the
for example,
soft skills?
Soft skills.
Which written in the CV.
Great, good, okay. And there are other aspects, for instance, which has to do with the personality, great. The way the candidate is communicating, right? Is he confident enough, or maybe hesitant?
It's him a people person. It's him, like this.
Okay.
Still couldn't do this.
Right. Okay, so which means AI, at least the tools, the AI tools that you're using, may not be dealing with this kind of aspects. They are, till the moment you're just dealing with the paper, with the data, right? Not with the live meeting you're having with the candidates. Maybe this requires some sort of AI camera that can detect to what extent you are good at communicating, your pronunciation, the way you react, and so on. Do you think that AI needs more improvement on this side?
I think after many years, maybe they maybe generate a new AI application. And we have an experiment in our commission. We already made AI called
Basma, right? Good. Can you elaborate on this Basma?
Yes. They show this AI in health شو اسمه في معرض صحي في العالم Hill.
Good. Exhibition.
Practitioners come and they ask it her and she tried to answer through the data she had,
Okay, but, good.
It's a good experiment, but there is some mistakes.
All right. Yes. Okay. The improvement is still needed, right? In order to to trust such experiments. Good. Well, so now based on the idea that you mentioned, you talked about some hopes, some possibilities in the future regarding the technology advancement. Maybe, don't you think that maybe one day there might be, maybe robots might replace HR employees? Aren't you afraid that you might be losing your job, right? Maybe one day, because they say that AI in the future, many jobs are not going to exist anymore.
I think it's a long time, not now.
Not now, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's very, very, very difficult.
Or maybe the wars and the situation in the world will bring us back to the primitive ages where there's no internet, nothing at all, right?
America and Iran will help us.
Subhanallah, sometimes when there is a problem, maybe a very high increase in the oil, the gas, right? Maybe when some countries threaten to cut the wires, the internet wires. I say, oh my God, right? I think it's possible that one day we'll come again to the Stone Age. الخيول, no cars, no Toyota, no Nissan. Your horse, if you have a horse or a donkey. Mushkila, right? That's I hope, by the way, because you remind me of the situation in the Gulf in general. And I have contacted many students from Saudi Arabia, and I'm waiting for them to resume the course, but they didn't keep me updated. So I hope that everyone is okay, and that you are not badly affected by the war between the very known countries.
Saudi Arabia, there is what you call it, مسيرات in English.
Those are I'm not sure, but these are the drones. Drones, yeah. Self-driving, drone.
Yeah, and rockets.
You hear from time to time. You may.
No.
Do you notice some, the rockets or drones? No.
Yeah. They really attacked by rockets, but without damages. There is no damage.
Alhamdulillah, I hope, inshallah, may the Almighty Allah protect the kingdom, right? Because we really love people from Saudi Arabia, right? Saudi Arabia is a special place, actually, right? Not because I have students there, but because Mecca is there, Kaaba is there, our history is there. That's the city, that's the country of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, right? So I hope, inshallah, that the Almighty Allah protects all the countries and all the people, Muslim people, right, Arab people, and so on, just like any Muslim, country. Well, so yes, okay, so you think that AI is not going to replace some employees, right? Or maybe some jobs are going to be replaced?
Yes, again?
Okay, so just to bring you back to the first idea, to the idea we have been discussing, do you think that AI is not going to replace HR employees in the future?
No, totally no.
Yeah, for the time being, no. Great, okay.
No.
Well, one more question. As far as decisions are concerned, should AI be allowed to make hiring decisions, or must humans always decide? What's the limit? What's the limit of AI use when it comes to HR recruitment?
I think the limit should be give you a suggestion or advices how an analysis give you maybe a list of the top 5, top 3 of candidates had a high score, and you can help you also with give you some advices with how can you go to the next level, and about help you to take the final decision.
Oh, great. Okay, you always insist on this idea that AI is a tool, it helps, but it cannot take the decision. The final decision is, for the company, great, to take. For humans, great. So, when using AI in order maybe to analyze, CVs and so on, great, and help you do, helping you do, take your decisions. There might be some mistakes, as you said before, right? So who is responsible for those mistakes? Who assumes the responsibility for, those mistakes? Is it, no one, AI tools, or it's the HR manager, right? Who bears the responsibility, assumes the responsibility?
I think HR managers, because it depends what's the way.
The way you are using those tools, right? Okay. So the humans always should be responsible for whatever they do, right, and so on. Someone, because as I said before, right, maybe some good candidates may be rejected because of a certain mistake and so on. And being rejected is something very challenging and very. It's very, very harsh, for a candidate who thinks that he is competent and so on, and he has all the required qualification, but at the end he is rejected, right? So this is really great harm, right? But harmful, but with the human interference, I think things will be resolved, right? Well, is the companies, and now let me ask you concerning as far as job loss. Sometimes when candidates maybe when an employee or a candidate loses a job, if AI replaces some employees, what should HR do? Is it the company's responsibility, for instance, to retrain the employees in order to keep them doing their job the right way?
That needs maybe AI needs to downsize it like this.
Some that some employees sometimes they don't update their knowledge, their skills. They're just, there are some even who are not good at using the computer sometimes, right? Or maybe some AI, right? Maybe now they know how to use the keyboard, but if there is a new AI, what happens, right? Is the company are you going to use it? Is it the company's decision to use it? And what if I don't know, as an HR, it's a new AI and a tool and they don't know how to use it, right? So what's the solution? Is the company going to assume the responsibility of training the employee, or we say that the employee cannot do the job, so we are going to end up his right job and maybe look for another well-trained employee?
I think not at all. Use all things or new AI, it's not easily used in your work, because there is a cyber security regulations. It's not allowed. But I think it's not an obligation order or mandate that should employee learn all AI technology, because we have a lot of things. There's Microsoft Office and programs, and also Outlook. That's our government. It's the main tools we should use.
Yes.
AI, you can use it, AI, but not all. I think AI, when you use the opposite for using AI, maybe it's a weakest point,
Okay.
You always, use the AI.
Great. I understand. Great. Yes. Okay. So there are always some problematic issues when it comes to the use of AI in HR, and maybe some of those issues are basically ethical, right? And maybe the violation, maybe they can conflict with against the company policy too, right? Now let's come to this ethical side, right? Let's see of the matter. What ethical rules should guide the use of AI in HR? Are there some ethical rules that you should abide by, and policies that you have, company policies that you have to abide by when using AI tools?
Like what?
For example, if you as an HR manager who reads about new updates and new technologies and so on, one day you found a new AI tool which you think is very, very helpful. Can you use it without the authorization of the company?
I think it depends also which kind of this AI, for what, for what.
And for what uses, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, great, good. So are there some preset policies and ethical use as far as the use of AI, right, in HR?
Yeah, there is a restriction for
restrictions.
If you want to download any application, you have to take permission from IT department.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and there's some license should that you both know about it.
Yes, actually, great, yes. And we know, of course, when it comes to such professional work and so on, you can't go just and use whatever app, maybe a free version, right, just like that. And maybe it's the AI, the app itself might be risky, right, for your computer, for the system and so on. It's maybe a spyware, right? It's not a trusty, right, or trustworthy, application. So these things that should be careful, should be managed, by the company policies and so on, right? Not downloading whatever thing you think, as we are doing in the Android world. In the Android world, we just test. Sometimes something happened. My God, my phone broke down. All right, yes, okay, because everything should be well set, right? Okay, so when it comes to computers, the computer related to the company is independent, right? I mean, it's not. You can't use your personal computer to manage, the company's tasks. Can you do that?
Yeah, I think no. The last company, the previous one, I can use, but now with the government, it's not allowed.
You're not allowed, right? Normally, when it comes to this notion of professionalism and so on, you should, use the prescribed, respect the terms and the policies of the company. Even when it comes to communication, the emails and so on, you should use the professional email and things like that. But sometimes we need to make things, the pace go fast. So we may sometimes use our personal, maybe mobile phone, WhatsApp, whatever, just in order to But I think it is recommended, you know, to keep using the professional tools and respecting the policies of the company, right? Because when a problem happens, okay, now you have all the professional data that can be trusted, right, and can be used by, the audit maybe or whatever. Well, so you believe, you agree with me if I say that there should be some strict laws when it comes to ethics and the use of AI tools?
Yeah, sure.
Great, yes, okay, that's very nice, good. I think we've come to the end of this communication, which has, we discussed AI in relation to HR, and we covered different aspects, including the, the core discussion, which is recruitment, in addition to human versus AI decisions, who is going to take the decision at the end, including employee monitoring and privacy sometimes when it comes to, especially using AI in order to manage or maybe take a decision, especially when it comes to a recruitment process and the data relevant to the candidates. And also we discussed the job loss, right? And the importance of getting trained when it comes to a new AI tool or whatever. I think the company should bear the responsibility of training their staff, not kicking off the employees because they are not updated, guys. Okay, I think do you have the same thing in the company? Do you have some regular trainings from time to time?
Now
you do have.
We already built a new department for AI systems and applications.
Great, yes. Okay, this is a must, right? This is something necessary. Okay, I think we still have just like 15 minutes. We'll move, inshallah, to deal with some vocabulary terms and so on, refresh our minds regarding vocabulary, and deal with just like 3 tasks that we haven't yet completed last time when we started the document, right? Working on the worksheets. I'm going to share the worksheet with you right away.